Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to cover how to import packages to expand the functionality of Python. If you don't already have Python installed or a good text editor, check out some of my other videos with the links in the description below to get started. But before we get into it, please hit that thumbs up button and make sure you're subscribed. This will help me both grow the channel as well as reach more people. While Python has a lot of useful functions, you will ultimately find yourself installing and using other packages to help you with your projects. There are a lot of useful packages out there, such as NumPy and Pandas for analytics, Matplotlib, Seaborn, and Plotly for visualization, as well as scikit-learn and Keras for machine learning. These are just a small sample of the thousands of available packages. But let's look at two simple ways you can load some default packages that come pre-installed with Python. Let's start by opening a new Jupyter notebook, and in the first cell, we will type import math on the first line. Then on the next line, we will add from datetime, import datetime as DT, and then run the cell. It is common practice to list all the packages at the very beginning of your program. As you can see, there are a couple ways we can import packages. In the first line, we imported the entire math library, which expands Python's basic math functions to more advanced functions like sine and cosine. In the second line, we actually did something a little different. Here we told Python to import datetime from the datetime package and then alias it as DT. I'll go over aliases in a second, but the main difference between the two is in the first example, we imported the entire library, whereas in the second example, we only imported a specific part of the library. Coincidentally, it uses the same name. As you start writing more code, you will often find you only need part of the package. This is where the from package import module works best. Let's add a new cell and see how we can use some of the functions we have imported from these packages. Let's first type math period, then hit tab. This will open up a drop-down list of all the functions that are available in this package. Let's select the cosine and add a value in the formula and hit Control Enter. After running the cell, you will have just evaluated the cosine of the value you entered. Next, let's add a new cell and type dt period and tab. Again, this will open a drop-down menu for all the functions available, but this time you can see we didn't have to type out datetime. This is where aliases come into play. When we initially typed from datetime, import datetime as dt, we told Python to import the module datetime from datetime and refer to it as dt. Now anytime we type dt, it will refer to the datetime module from datetime. Let's finish it up by selecting today in parentheses and hit Control Enter. You should see an output with the current date and time. And that about wraps it up. In future videos, I'll go over in more detail how to install and use some more advanced packages. But for now, you should have the basics on how to import packages to your Python scripts. I hope this video was helpful. If so, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, as well as leave a comment for future videos you would like to see. Until next time.